There is another thing. So it was very good. I really, really enjoyed it. But there is this bonus content here. I felt this was too long and would have disrupted the flow of the script, but I still really wanted to make it, so enjoy. I recommend playing after you've beaten the main script. So let's go. I don't know what it will be, but it should be fun. So again, we have only Reimu, Infinite Lives, okay, same thing. Oh! Oh! But I never played the Phoenix Wright, but I've kinda wanted to. Proof Kane's innocence, advanced dialogue and selections such as the C, navigating such as the distinct our keys, hold on X to view all your evidence for the code record if you mess up your given. Okay. Okay. Sounds fun. Let's do it. Shikeki. Court is now in session for the trial of Kene Kamishirazawa. Kaguya. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Mokou. Is Mokou the... so yeah, Mokou is the defense attorney. That's awesome. Love Mokou. Very well. Now then, I understand this is the first time either of you have been in court. Maybe so, but I have read about some old legal books in my spare time, of which I had plenty. Then you should have few issues, hopefully. And you, Miss Fujiwara? Honestly, I'm not that well prepared, but I'm just here to defend my best friend. I understand. This is, after all, Gensokyu's first trial, so I wouldn't expect everyone to be on top of things. Under normal circumstances, I would be able to determine the verdict swiftly, but seeing as we are not in the afterlife, I don't have the jurisdiction to use my power here. I was, however, still asked to preside over this case due to my expertise. So do your best, everyone. I will cut you some slack just this once. However, if you waste my time too much, there will be penalties in store for you. Now then, Miss Horizon, would you care to summarize this case for us? Certainly, Your Honor. Okay, let's go. I think I have to actually use my brain here, so let's focus on it. The victim was Kiyotaka Ishimaru, age 17. He was a student at Kini School down in the village. 17 years. Even Kiyota had hoped to be attending Miss Kamishirazawa's classes. Kane just doesn't just teach young children, isn't that right, Mokou? Yeah, she holds weekend classes for older students. She wanted to ensure that kids of all ages could get good education. Right, anyway, moving on. Mr. Ishimaru's body was found in Kine's office 2 days ago, right after lunch hour. Our prime suspect is Kane herself, her fingerprints were the murder weapon found at the scene of the crime. The cut text is a bit annoying, I'm trying to guess the last line every time. But why would she murder one of her own students? What's the motive? As of this time, I haven't been able to determine the possible motive, and while I personally doubt Kane is guilty, I don't know. I cannot overlook the fact that all evidence I've found thus far points to her. But even so, I know that you gotta have a motive to convict, right? Correct, but I'm hoping we can figure that out today in the courtroom. Alright, so it's not completely hopeless, I can turn this around. Perhaps some of the evidence I've found will be able to prove her innocence. Now then, Miss Ori-san, would you please call forward your first witness? Right away, Your Honor. Who is it going to be? That's... I don't know who that is. Is it someone random or... witness, would you please state your name or an occupation for the record? Oh, that's Junko. Okay. So, how long do I gotta be here? I've got places to be, you know? Okay, so they made her like annoying thing. Your name, please, witness. Alright, geez, no need to get so fussy about it. I'm Junko Enoshima, age 18. I'm a part-time student of Miss Kamishirazawa. Okay, so she is not the Junko from... Okay, I thought so. Okay. Miss Enoshima here was present in the schoolhouse at the time of the murder. That's right, and I saw every last nitty-gritty detail. You saw it firsthand. Well, that means you saw Kenny. If I didn't, then they wouldn't have dragged me all the way here, would they? No, it can't be. Did she really do it? Oh my, if your account is accurate, then we may have an open and shut case here. But we still don't have a motive yet. So nitpicky with the details. Who cares about the motive? If it's clear beyond a shadow of doubt that she did it, what more would you have to gain by figuring out why? Well, first things first, please provide your testimony to the court on what you saw. Gladly. Alright everyone, now listen up. Here's how it all went down. Witness testimony. So there I was, minding my own business in the classroom. It was lunch hour, so all my other classmates were outside. I decided to stay in and get some extra studying done. Then I saw Kiyotaka enter Kene's office. Kene's met with students during lunch before, so I didn't think much of it at the time. I heard them talking for a while, but then suddenly, without warning, I saw her stab him right in the neck. He never saw it coming. I quickly ran outside before she could notice me and called for help. I love how intense this music is. I love it. I see. That is quite damning testimony indeed. I don't believe it. If I can't refute that testimony, Kenneth is the gunner. Miss Fujiwara, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Right, I can't lose up just yet. I can do this. I have to believe Kenneth is innocent, which means that something Junko said just now couldn't have been right. Oh man, I should have paid more attention to what she said. She said with me that. Oh my god, I don't know. I just have to figure out what is it by looking for a testimony with a light on. Okay, I can read. Okay, I can read it again. That's good. And if anything contradicts the court record, which I can pull up with holding the X key, then I just have to press the C key while I have the founding statement selected to raise an object. Okay, okay, I can. I like it. It's my first time playing Ace Attorney. So there I was, minding my own business in the classroom. Okay, I can select it. It was lunch hour, so all my other classmates. Okay. I decided to stay in, get some extra stuff. Okay, that's fun. Then I saw Kiyotaka enter Kenne's office. Okay, Kenne's met with students during lunch before I did. Okay. I heard them talking for a while, but then suddenly wished they were running. I saw her stab him right in the neck. I quickly ran outside because she noticed me. I called for help. Okay, that's all we have. Wow. Okay, so let's pull the court record with X. Okay. So, do I need to? Okay. So autopsy report. Time of death. Well, lunch break. As the next single stab to back of neck. Difference. Okay, I might have something here. Okay, let's. So they were talking. No, wait. No. She said they were talking, and Kene stabbed him in the neck. So she would have been like facing him. So it wouldn't be in the back of the neck, maybe. I don't know. Okay, let's examine the other stuff before we choose. The murder weapon bears Kene's fingerprints stained with blood and traces of food jelly. Don't think could help. Laser cutter with plain window door leading in and no window. No windows. Wait, no windows. So maybe she couldn't have seen Kene stab people in the office if it had no window. I'm not sure. I saw it. Wait. Okay. So So yeah, so she was in the classroom, and then she saw Kiyotaka enter the office. She had been talking, but I saw her stab him right in the neck. And there it says, Kene, keep the door closed where she is in there. And there is one wooden door leading in and no window. So this girl can't have seen the stabbing. It's impossible. I think we have it. I think that's the contrary. Okay, I'm gonna press C and hope for the best. Objection. No, hold up, Mr. Noshima. You're claiming that you saw Kenny commit the murder firsthand. Please be right. Were you even listening to me just now? What's wrong about that? Or just that I find you claim to be outright impossible? What do you mean by that? Objection! What is the meaning of this, Mokou? Explain yourself! What evidence do you have to refute Miss Noshima's claim that she witnessed the murder? Okay, so it was, well, which one? Because it was several ones, so both the floor plans and the student testimony said the door is closed, so I think it's this one I have to select, or maybe several ones. Take that! According to what student's testimony, can always keep the door to her office closed while she's in there. Therefore, there is no way Mr. Noshima should have been able to witness the murder. Objection! Who said she know Kenneth through an open door? There could have been another way for her to peer into the office. I'm afraid that will be impossible, and the reason is this. The floor plans that say there is no other window. Take that! As you can see on these diagrams of the floor plans here, Kenneth's office had only one door, no windows. Therefore, there is no way Mr. Noshima should have been able to witness the murder. So tell us, Mr. Noshima, just how were you able to see the murder happen? Well, you see, I didn't. What? Witness, explain yourself now. What I mean to say is I didn't see the murder take place, I actually heard it. Seriously, you're changing up your story just like that? Mr. Noshima, I have you know that perjury is a very serious offense. I know you are not, but I was traumatized. I never thought I would be witness to a murder. It would stand to reason that my memory would be a bit messed up, right? I had to suppress the memory, it just hurt too much to think about it. She can't be serious. There's no way that the Yama is going to fall for this crocodile's tears. Well, okay, Mr. Noshima, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and allow you one chance to correct yourself. What? Thank you, Your Honor, you're too kind. You bitch. Okay, Mr. Noshima, so tell us, what did you hear at the moment of the murder? Let me think, the memory is slowly coming back to me. Ah, yes, now I remember. I heard Kiyotaka let out a blood-curdling scream as he was stabbed to death. Even with the door closed, I very clearly heard him. And with that, I fled to the schoolhouse to call for help, I think it is. Well, Mokou, does that answer satisfy you? In a way, yes. Because now, Mr. Noshima has dug her own grave. Well, fuck, why? Oh, is that what you think? Then do tell, you are fake wannabe lawyer. Just what do you have that could disprove that? Or I'll gladly show you. Because here is the proof that what you just said was a big fat lie. Fuck. I don't know what she expected. I mean, the only thing she said was, she went to the schoolhouse to scream, call for help, but the villager testimony said everybody was out to lunch except those two students. So there was nobody to call for help. Wait. There's also the autopsy report saying the death was instantaneous. So the students couldn't have screamed. I mean, it said instantaneous, but like, does it let the term to? I don't know. I don't want to mess this up. I'm gonna go with the instantaneous death. Disproving that. Please be right. Okay, it said that Kiyotaka's death was instantaneous. So there was no way he could have screamed as he was stabbed to death. Please be right. Please be right. Gah! Oh yes, I think that's all. Mr. Nishima, that's twice now that you've lied to us. Tell us what really happened in the schoolhouse. And any further lies will be met with zero tolerance. Alright, I come clean. Truth be told, Kenny wasn't the one who killed Kiyotaka. Yes, I knew she was innocent. Then who, dare I ask, was the true culprit? Why don't you ask Miss Smartypants over there? Me? Yeah, don't you have some sort of evidence that points straight to who the killer is? It's been staring you idiots in the face all this time. Let me think about this, what? If Kenny wasn't the one who committed the murder, that's only one other possible person who could have. Of course! Miss Fujiwara, it seems you made some sort of revelation. Would you care to tell us what she's talking about? Why, yes I would. Because if Kenny wasn't the murderer, that means that by the process of elimination, there's only one other person who could have done it. And this piece of evidence proves that. I mean, the only other one was Kiyotaka himself? Could it can't have been suicide, could it? So we have the teacher's not say like, come meet me to lunch, Kenny, but I don't think it implies what anyone has. The knife had jelly. I mean, yeah, jelly and it had jelly, so maybe it means that another student from lunch, but I don't know who it could be. It doesn't point to anyone. The villager testimony says everyone was out to lunch beside. I think that's the one I have to choose because the only one that proves that the only other person who could have murdered it is Kiyotaka himself. I'm gonna choose this one, but I'm not sure. According to a villager's testimony, barring Kenny, there are only 2 people inside the school during lunch hour. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be the girl herself maybe, but no, okay. So since one of the people was a victim, that means the other person was a well, no, but that would prove it's Mokou. It's Kenny. Wait. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm a bit confused. And that person is Junko Enoshima. Not bad. Mr. Enoshima, you're not denying it. Oh, come on, princess. Even all smarty over there has figured it out by now. But just for the sake of your tiny brain, I'll spell it out for you myself. The one who killed Kiyotaka and framed the whole thing on Kenny was yours truly, the one and only Junko Enoshima. Yeah! What? Well then, personality shows shifted dramatically. So you finally admitted and showed true colors. Yeah, I was getting sick of tired of seeing that person. Took your brainiac so long enough to figure it out. So why did you do it? Why did you murder Mr. Ishimaru? And try to pin it all off Kenny? Do you have anything against her, or was it just convenient for you to blame her? Or I suppose you've heard a straight answer by now, so I go ahead and tell you. What is this woman? In fact, she's completely changed personality again. You see, it had come to my attention that in addition to being the founder of the village school and its teacher, Miss Kamishirazawa was essentially the village guardian and a bridge between humans and yokai. She just brought so much hope to the humans of the village. So to see such a symbol for a cruelis, I don't know. Oh, what despair that would bring upon the villagers. That's horrible. It's completely unforgivable. However, I knew that killing a yokai is no easy task, even a half yokai such as Miss Kamishirazawa. So I needed to come up with another way to bring her down. It wouldn't have been any fun to just try to kill her anyway. I decided to try digging up some dirt on her, and so I enrolled in her weekend classes. And then, on the day of the murder, I figured it was the perfect time to strike. I waited until lunch hour began, and kept careful watch in Kenne's office. As soon as she stepped out for a bathroom break, I made my move. I searched through her file and belongings, looking for something I could use to tarnish her reputation. But then, to my surprise, Kiyotaka showed up out of nowhere. As it turned out, Miss Kamishirazawa had summoned him to her office with a note she gave him earlier. So that explains the note we found in his pocket. That little goody two-shoes was such a tedious pet, he was going to rat me out for reading through her stuff. And in that moment, inspiration struck me. If I could kill Kiyotaka right then and there, it'd make it look like Miss Kamishirazawa did it. I could kill two birds with one stone, saving myself and destroying her reputation at the same time. Plus the fact I got to hack that own brother just icing on the cake. I'm at a loss for words. Unluckily for me, I had everything I needed, and I was just in the middle of her lunch when she stepped out. So she had left her knife on her desk. I grabbed it with the claws so I wouldn't leave any fingerprints, and stabbed Taka right in the neck. He died instantly. After that, it was simply a matter of running outside and calling for everyone's attention. And seeing a dead body in Kenne's office with her own knife as a murder weapon, people easily drew their own conclusions. And thus, the stage was set for the trial that would destroy the village's image of their protector. Except now, we've managed to subdue Swedish plot dead in its tracks. Yeah, I started to realize halfway through that trial that my efforts were ultimately hopeless. Seeing how you people turned out to be smarter than you looked. But despair of that realization filled me with... felt so good! What on earth is wrong with this woman? Now that I've made fun, all I have left is to experience the sweet, sweet despair of death. As black as your soul is, I will not sentence you to death. What? It's not like I have the jurisdiction to do so anyway, but besides, I've always been a proponent of rehabilitation. So I'm going to sentence you to 10 years of hard labor in the hell of blazing fires. Labor? No, that's not nearly as despair-inducing as execution. That's so lame. And you will be under the supervision of Miss Satori Komeiji, the master of the Palace of Earth Spirits. She is a mind reader, so none of your twisted plans will ever be able to come to fruition while you are in her care. No! Take her away, Komachi. Well, that was one interesting trial. I must say, Miss Fujiwara, I was impressed by your quick thinking. Thank you, Your Honor. I have to admit, even for you, that was pretty smart. Ha! I'll take that as a compliment. Now then, I say it's high time we wrapped up this trial, so I shall announce my verdict. I find the defendant, Kene Kamishirazawa, not guilty! Yeah! I suffer! Oh, it was so good. I loved it. As I said, it was my first time playing Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, well, kind of. It was fun. I liked it a lot, and with the lore around it, it was really distracting. Yeah, entertaining. So I'm done. I guess we've done everything in this script. So yeah, I really had a good time. I hope you had to, even if you did have to. You did have to listen to me listen in kind of broken English for this whole time. Sorry about that. I'm kind of using the occasion to try to practice speaking English because I don't really do so usually. So I'm doing my best here. Anyway, this is all for this video, I think. Thanks for watching if you did, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.